Hello everybody and welcome back to part 33 of Steambot Chronicles. We're still wrapping up side quests because you guys said you wanted to see them all. You said you wanted to see the side quests, so hey, I'm only giving you what you asked for. It's like Rumble Roses. I was only going to do like maybe 4 playthroughs with those characters, and then you're like, no, do them all, Clement, do them all. So I'm gonna do them all. But either way, it turns out that we needed to deliver spring water to the girl to water her plants. I just did that. And Sister Kate is just reconfirming that one of the children has gone to Don Puccini. And now I'm going to hand off this approval to the Garland University so that the one boy can leave and go to school. How wonderful! He's going to be overjoyed! I'll go tell him right away. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So we're going to keep coming back every now and then to resolve this orphanage quest line. We're going to resolve it in this video. But there's another quest I have to get going with because I've been teasing this one for a long time. And now we're just going to go through all of it. And that involves our dear painter friend, Pablo. Hey Pablo, how you doing? Vanilla, somehow I finally crossed the Sabia Desert. It was a harsh trek, but it inspired me as an artist. After thinking it over for a long time, I've named my latest piece, The Desert. Right on, I'll buy it from you, buddy. I'll buy it. Actually, I wanted to capture the oasis as well, but I ran out of canvas. One day, I'm going to head back and finish what I started. Cool. In the not too distant future. So you have to wait for a day to pass. He's still going to be in this area, which is like where the Sabia Desert is connected to, the Alcazar de Condor. And now he wants to go to Happy Garland. So you got to attach a carriage to your Trotmobile so that he can ride in the carriage. And then you go to Happy Garland. And it's pretty much the exact same spot as I transported that one guy when we first reached the city. So it's not in the city itself. It's just to the right of the castle wall, the castle entrance. Booyah, that's how you do it. But when you wait till sunset and then you go exploring around Happy Garland, you will find that Pablo is going to be hanging out in the park area where the monument is. So, let's talk to him, why don't we? Let's talk to him. When I was a child, I lived in a farmhouse near here. I used to drop by here once in a while, but it's changed so much since then. I didn't think it'd become so modernized. I painted a new painting with the hope that something good will happen here. Do you want to buy it? Of course I do! Why wouldn't I? It's only 79 bucks. That's chump change compared to what I've got. So yeah. Then I go back to Garland University and I go to the second floor where the art class is, because everybody's got positive feelings about Pablo. Do you know? No, what? Well, a couple of years ago, a great student named Pablo went to this school, but his family was poor, so he had to quit. Oh, that's no good. I hate drafting. That's a shame. Without clean water, the colors will get muddled. I was moved by a foreign work of art, so I'm imitating it. I'll never be able to paint as well as the great Pablo. I wish someone like Pablo would become our professor. If only, kid, if only. But while I'm here, I might as well check out one of the other orphanage kids who I definitely sent over here by giving the letter to Sister Kate. See how he's doing, see if he's acclimating to the place nicely, and well, they didn't give him a uniform, but yeah, he's here. Hey, it's me, Robert. Don't you remember me? Thanks to you, I was accepted here and have access to all sorts of books. It's like a dream. Hell yeah, Robert, hell yeah. I wonder how Rick, Flora, and Sister Kate are doing. I'll do my best. That's all we can ask, man. That's all we can ask. So I take a trip to the Urban Times newspaper, and I'm going to talk to the guy opposite the girl. I'm going to talk to Lance. My buddy at Garland University said the art professor there just up and left. The students there aren't exactly the smartest either. Quite a pickle, eh? Well, I guess it's the university that's in a pickle. But I digress. Hey, that's my line. Copyright infringement. So, how about it? Do you know anyone you can recommend as an art professor? Well, they all like Pablo. Let's recommend Pablo, huh? Well, let me see a sample of his work. And you have to have all of his paintings. So if you have them in your apartment, if you put them up as decorations, pull them down because you need them right now. But yeah, he's recommended.
In the not too distant future.
And so you return to Garland University's art class, and wait, Pablo's here? That's crazy, man. Thanks to my recommendation with the Urban Times editor, Pablo is now the professor of the art class here at Garland University. He's still got a weird face, but you know. I heard you were the one who recommended me as a professor. Thanks to you, my paintings have risen in value. Will you buy a painting? Sure, man. $9,000. Jesus. I can afford it, but still, that's crazy. Actually, one thing I forgot about this particular side quest, it's actually good for making a lot of money. Because even though you do have to make $9,000 and, you know, just supply it to Pablo right here, you're going to be making a lot more back, don't you worry. It's such an honor to be taught by Pablo, don't you think? Yeah, his paintings are beautiful. That's right. Aren't you jealous? Well, I'm not a painter, so... I don't feel threatened. I don't feel intimidated. I don't feel like I got something to prove or whatever, but you know. So everyone is happy. Everything's hunky-dory at the Garland University, but I'm going to go to the entrance of this place. I'm going to go to the first floor because now there's a new NPC there who wasn't there before. It's the man in the green jacket. We actually saw him at Fort Raven. I don't know if you remember that, but we did see him at Fort Raven. And he's an art dealer, so we're going to sell him all the paintings we've gotten from Pablo. Yes, all of them. And look how much they're worth now. 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 7,000, 9,000. So even though we paid a lot to get that last painting, we get that money back and then some. I have 50,000 Eurochi, which is nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty awesome amount of cash. And yeah, that was pretty much worth it. So I take a break from this quest, I go back to the orphanage. They sprouted! I think they look real healthy. I can't wait for them to bloom. The plants are doing well. The seeds came from Honeybee Gardens. I've heard of Honeybee Gardens. There are lots of flowers there, right? So, a girl there gave me my flowers. She begins writing a letter. Can you give this to her? I would appreciate it. Yeah, why not? I love being the delivery boy. I love it. It's so fun. So I go back to Honeybee Gardens and talk to the girl who gave me the seeds. Did you give her those seeds like I asked you to? Yep, here's a letter she gave me. So, she really does like flowers. I know. Why doesn't she come here and live with me, surrounded by flowers? Please take this letter back to her. How convenient! We've found a problem. We've managed to find a solution to her problem. What are the odds? It's a video game. What'd you expect? But yeah, I return and I give Flora the good news. Did you take my letter to the girl? Yes, here's her reply. Oh, how cute! There's a pressed flower in it. She invited me to come live with her and everything. Oh, that'd be wonderful! Can you show that to Sister Kate, too? And she just mentions how Robert went to Garland University. Oh, I know, we just met him. But either way, here's the letter from the little girl at Honeybee. A life surrounded by flowers would be a dream come true for Flora. I'd like to let her go, so long as that's what she really wants. I'm gonna go tell her. Hell yeah. I wonder what Honeybee Gardens is like. I can hardly wait. We've solved all the problems for these children. They all have a place to go. I feel pretty good about myself. Let's check in with Pablo, where nothing has gone wrong and everything is hunky-dory. There's no way anything's gonna go wrong at all. And he's not here. He's not in class. Professor Pablo disappeared. I wonder what happened. What? Where'd he go? I hate drafting again. That's a shame. Again. Professor Pablo didn't make counterfeits. Counterfeit? What? Now that Professor Pablo's gone, who will praise my work? So apparently, Pablo has been accused of being a counterfeiter. Apparently his paintings are not legitimate. I wonder what's up with that. Anyway, the art dealer's here. Pablo isn't the kind of person who would make a counterfeit. Someone must have set him up. And here you can buy the paintings back, but look at the price. $7, $15. I am not losing any money whatsoever. I got the paintings back, and I still get to keep all that cash I got for selling them in the first place, which is like pretty awesome. So again, this quest is actually pretty awesome to do if you need easy money. And I'm talking like 20,000, 30,000 bits of Eurochi. That's a lot of cash. That's nothing to scoff at. Might as well do the quest if you're looking for some quick money. But you explore Happy Garland enough, and you go to the junkyard that's behind the GTW factory where they make the steel beams, and we will find poor Pablo hanging out in filth, lying around with a weird-looking robot of some kind, and things aren't going too good for him. I didn't paint counterfeits! Please believe me! Please buy my painting! Well, it's only $30. I might as well. I'm loaded with cash. Pablo, I believe in you. Why won't they believe me? Ugh. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know who the hell scammed you or what the hell's going on, but it's a giant robot here. Giant toy robot. Very odd, very strange. I wish that was a Trotmobile you could actually ride, but it's not.
Not too distant future.
So eventually I go back to Martlet Falls, where the waterfall is that I came in from Lake Luminoso. And that's where I find Pablo again, who needs to go home, but he's so tired he can't even make the very short trek that is his house. It's just right there. I just have to go across the lake, and there it is. But I also got to fight this Gorgon machine here. And now that I got the long-range cannon, which never misses, look at all the damage it did. Hell yeah! Gotta get in there and cut this fucker up. Ugh! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, you can break out of it. You can break out of it. Hell yeah. God. Dashing out of the way in water is not a safe proposition. Not a safe proposition. You should always jump out of the way whenever he's about to grab you. But yeah, here we are at Pablo's home. We briefly visited this place earlier. But now we're actually getting the quests done here. There you go, Pablo. Take care, buddy. Take care.
Not too distant future.
You gotta wait a bit. Again, I've been going to the rest stops and sleeping an entire day every time I go to the distant future, so this is a very time-consuming quest. I'm cutting out a lot of dead air. But for a time, I thought I'd never create a new piece again, but I ended up sketching something new. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Home. $35. Why not? Let's buy it. If you're ever in the neighborhood, I'd be honored to have your company. Sure thing, man. Our son came back home very depressed. I'm sure he'll be as good as new after a bit of rest. I'm sure of it. I hope.
Not too distant future.
So you come back after another day, and now Pablo has disappeared from his home. So we talk to the mother. Pablo just up and left out of nowhere. Said there was some place he had to visit again. He wanted me to tell you he'd be at the Oasis. I'm just relieved he's gotten his spirits up again. Okay, so we gotta take another long trek back to the Oasis in Sabia Desert, and that's when I find the art dealer as well as Pablo, who's just lying on the ground. I wonder what happened to him. Pablo was waiting to see you, but unfortunately you're too late. He passed away a few moments ago. What? He's dead? What? Oh god. Pablo wanted me to give you his last work of art. The painting of death, and his beret. His last words were, "Vanilla, thanks to you, I was given the chance to be recognized as an artist and share my work with the world. I am truly grateful. My life is now complete." God damn, man. Did he die of starvation? Dehydration? What the hell happened to him? How did he die? Did he have cancer or something? I don't know. But yeah, A bitter end for Pablo as he ends up dying, and I don't think there's any alternate way to actually save him or save his life in any capacity, so, yeah, kind of a bleak ending for him. Bleak ending for him. While I'm close to the orphanage, I might as well return to the orphanage, and now we're getting to the conclusion of this quest line as well, because I enter, and nobody's here except for a note. Dear Vanilla, thank you for your kindness and caring heart for the children. They had all been separated from their parents by misfortune. Despite their past, they were such wonderful children that I had the courage to do whatever I could for them. Now that they've gone on to pursue their own dreams, it seems my work here is done. From now on, I will live in solitude, praying for the children's well-being. Words cannot begin to express my gratitude, but I assure you that I'm thankful with all my heart. I pray you find good fortune. Sister Kate. And for our troubles, we got the nun license plate. Hell yeah. The house is now completely abandoned. The kids are gone, doing their own thing, and Sister Kate is gone, and, but she did leave me something behind. She did leave this treasure chest, and inside is a donation box. This is something you strap to the back of your Trotmobile, and whenever you park in a city and then come back to it, passers-by actually drop coinage into it. It's like they give you money for just like parking around places, you know? So it's easy money, easy free money. Not a bad part to have. I return to Pablo's mother to give her the bad news. This is hard, but he's passed on. What? My baby? Are you sure? I'm afraid it's true. I don't want to lie to her. Don't want to lie to her. But I got a beret to prove it. I made him this beret. I told him, every artist needs to wear a pretentious beret. Why pretentious specifically? I mean, okay, I'm not going to question it, but I'll let her grieve. I'll let her grieve.
Not too distant future.
So I come back, and now this is the end of the Pablo quest line. I finally come to accept that Pablo's no longer with us, but it's so hard to believe that he's gone. Which reminds me, I'd like you to keep this. And we got his beret. It's too painful for me to hold on to. I hope you can understand. And we also get the license plate of Pablo for the Trotmobile. Booyah. So yeah, that was the long-winded Pablo quest. It's best to get like 20,000, 30,000 Eurochi from that quest, because, you know, money makes the world go round. And if you like wearing berets, then you can have Vanilla wear a beret for the rest of the game to honor your late friend, the famous painter Pablo. So yeah. We're almost done with the side quests, folks. We still got to do the Romeo and Juliet situation at the hotel, and Neverberg Theater and whatnot I'll take care of later, because I want to go with the main quest a bit before we get to all that. But, you know, you wanted to see the side quests, so that's why this part was nothing but side quests, nothing but dialogue. And I still love this game. It's fantastic. But yeah, see you in part 34.